here. I need to do the edge here. We probably need to do a little bit here for this transition.
Yeah.
Pull this window out and actually do that. I need to cut that so I can put a little mud up here. We need to do regular mud to the whole top of the fender. We need to do
Lower section.
body line down on the fender, the door, and the quarter. Back there I'll probably smear a little, but it ain't gonna need much. We gotta do regular mud on the wheel lip, regular mud here. This I'm not gonna regular mud. It'll get primer, but I'm gonna regular mud it when I do the trunk lip.
I figured that.
And I haven't decided how much, like, there's a chance I might, when we mask the primer, I might back roll this and not even put primer up here until we mud work. And then I'll just sand into our 4-to-1 a little ways, and I'll just let that primer come off the edge. Probably how it's gonna get done. Because this I'll block up to here, probably up into here with some 120, so that when we prime this, I can stop. I can
Fluff
do my
into it.
overlap in the middle of there. Yep.
Yep.
We're gaining, just not as fast as I wanted to. Which, I mean, there's not a timeline, so I don't know why it bothers me, but it bothers me. We probably don't need the weighted bag, but you never know. In the orange juice.
I'll drink that one.
Orange beer type.
Good morning, everybody. We are back at it. Orange beers in hand. 8:15 in the morning.
Yeah, it's dark by 8:15 in the evening now.
Yep, it's gonna be a good day. Gonna try not to hurt myself. I ain't working on my daily, so I shouldn't. Joe's got a little bit of stuff he wants to mess with,
We'll get on to smearing mud like a normal.
and then we're gonna start smearing like normal Saturday for the rest of the day. So here we go. We'll go over some of the stuff.
We'll go over some filler choices here in a little bit.
Yep.
Because we'll definitely finish up the regular filler today. Then we're going to get on to the argument of metal glaze versus, oh come on, you can just prime it. Well, we're going to glaze the whole side too. Not 100% necessary, but I just like it as a final check. So, morning. We do have to do that filler in the jam sometime.
Yeah.
We don't have to necessarily do it this time we prime, but the more we put that shit off, the more of that
Yep.
stuff we don't want to do that's at the end that we have to do.
Yep.
So
Yeah, let's get after it. We're really getting after it.
I blame the beers last night
Yeah,
For
beers
the-
last night slowed her down.
for the lack of wanting to get rolling currently.
Not sure how the Saturday after Halloween's going to be either.
Oh, good lord.
That's going to be a slow get go too, because I'm going to have I think I'm going to have a frickin' fire pit Halloween night. Sit out in the front yard, drink beer around the fire, and watch kids walk by, and we'll have some candy for them. We might even have some drinks for the adults if they need it.
Adult candy.
Yep.
Sometimes forward is back.
Yep.
I think it's a lot better.
Oh yeah.
Think?
Big time. Even visually it looks.
Yeah, it's just better. Alright, so I'm gonna mix up this. I think we could probably sand this just a little bit more, but I'll come in here, I'll put some here, and I'll probably just carry into, and then I'm gonna put some here, here. Major spots I need to do. I might put just a tickle there. We could. That shit all back there is pretty close.
Yeah.
We could rough up and do the top of this fender, I guess. By rough up, I mean it's just been long enough we should take a red scotch right across the end.
Yep.
Metal's cold today. So far.
Well, it's like 60 something degrees outside.
Is it actually 60 something outside?
Oh, 56.
Let's see, it does not feel 60 out. So we'll smear here, here, and try to do the top of that fender. And then we'll do the lower shifting after that. Because I think the rest of this glaze will take care of it. We got to do some work into this door jamb just a little bit. Because I just cut that, so we got to keep saying that. But that ain't going to be a big deal.
Where's your loading?
Up here.
That way I ain't gotta drag my frickin' arrows out.
And my shoes tied again. I'm tied again for the 12th time already today. Okie dokie. Oh. You know how wavy those are?
Mm-hmm.
This is the only time I'm going to do some of the mud work for Tim on his fender, because it's his fender, but I keep changing it. Tim's learning on the fender, so that way, if I have to readdress it, it's just a smaller panel. But I'm going to smear mud on some other stuff, so I'm just going to go ahead and try to do the fender. And we got another gallon of filler. $100 later, you got another gallon of filler.
Yep. We'll probably go through at least another one of them, won't we?
Oh yeah, one or two.
Two.
Yeah, flat blade. Yep. Well, and then it kind of depends on what we wind up doing for a hood.
Yeah. Excuse me.
We're down there. One of my sticks. Give me the one I got.
Jeez.
Down.
Jesus.
It was up a little bit. I jawed that fucker right out. Sorry about that. This is the first gallon, so
Yep.
we did firewall and everything we've done so far.
Firewall and roof and
Yep.
driver's side. I'm sure we'll tap into that new gallon on for some of the driver's side.
Well, I'm 2 gallons doing the whole lower.
Yep.
I just threw that gallon on. This will do the top of the fender. If I need to fill it in. What are you doing? Your phone talking to you over there?
Yeah.
Oh.
Strong cold front on Sunday.
Really? Everybody's got their different ways of mixing mud.
I use my thumb.
Right? I got my thumb in it this time. Ultimately, as long as you can get the hardener in it. Some people say don't stir it because you put air bubbles in it. There's some truth to that. That's why when I kind of get back to it, I kind of fold it. And then as I'm spreading it, I kind of push the air out of the tube.
I'll move them over here so they're not staring your back.
Now what we want to try to remember is to cut that.
Before we open the door.
No, before it
Oh,
sets
before
up.
it sets up.
I'm gonna get the whole top of the fenders. So we're back to this. What the fuck's my respirator? Trevor. Found it.
Yeah, wake up.
Jim, we're gonna have to rename the school. We gotta decide a name, but I think I need to rename it the Mistress
Why?
because it saves a lot of stroking.
Yeah.
Still wears you out. Saves a lot of stroking. Oh shit. See you later. See, I stopped. Metal. I put just a little bit of something there, a little bit of something there.
No.
You'll have to hand sand the back of this fender on the top. Because air pile over it. I'm gonna run down this seam real quick and then I'll run a block over what I air filed. And I think we're ready to smear the lower part of the door and the quarter and fender. And this needs sanded, I gotta sand that out. I'll have to take that round block and hit this a little bit more. Run a hand block across that just to make sure. Getting that in one passes. Good.
That's probably gonna be alright. I got put a little bit right on the edge though, and that's probably not a whole lot more than we put the tomato in. We knew there was gonna be some because we seen that door,
Yeah.
and we seen this fender.
Yeah.
I went down about as far as I can. Where's my hammer? Did I put it away? Oh, there you go. Oh, that's bad. It's gonna have just a little bit, but it's pretty uniform.
Yeah.
And you gotta visualize with it round.
Yep. Yep. Once it rounds, it'll be different.
So, I know it's not as good at the end, but we had to put the filler here because of the patch too. So. That's what you want to go.
Yeah. I think it'll be good.
It don't look too bad, but
No.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that'll work.
Yeah.
It might not have quite that much around, you know what I mean? But it'll be really close to that. And you can see, and what we'll fix on the backside with some CNC is you can kind of see like that little bit of shit where the seam is.
Mm-hmm.
You won't see any of that. But I don't think that's bad. I think it's probably worth it to make it look how it does. Otherwise you knock that doorway down. This needs sanded, then we'll have to fill this corner to blend those two together.
But really, ain't a whole lot more down there than
No.
it is up here. Because you got a little bit on that fender anyway. There's no way to get around it. We just patched all this shit. We just can't. It's nice.
Feels good.
We'll sand this out, and then we'll blow it off. I'm gonna sand this, and then we'll smear the lower. Go look how much this factory panel runs.
Yeah.
Watch, because you got a curve here.
Yeah.
So you need to work that. Here's what I'm going to show you. Alright, so you're winding. Now feel it this way. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you need that round block. Actually, you need a different block. We'll have to blow this off, you know. But I like this block because it's closer to the right radius. And it's long. So it'll flatten that. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, you're blowing? Yeah.
Well, that's one of them.
I wound up on the ground or fell off on the floor.
Well, it's over there on your toolbox.
I like to run it a little bit different. Look like an idiot. I like to run it not on the hole because I like to use closer to this flat. Okay, so I like to do. Happens is as long as you got this working into this, you gotta kind of visualize with your stroke where this curve comes around, right? So this technically continues this way and this way. So you work this, right? See how this radius grows?
Yeah.
You work this, and the way I'm working that block is, I'm working it small here and radius there, right? See how I can use this block to where it's not sanding out here? And you know you're close. When you're hitting metal, and just about hitting out here. Then you know all of that is really close. And then you feel that. You gotta take that weight
Oh,
out.
yeah, big difference.
Then you can take your little block, where you put it when you had in your hand. Then you can come in here with your little block. And kind of fine tune it. You want the biggest block for the area you're sanding. We know we're gonna have to put some filler in here to transition into that. But but you probably have to come in with this smaller one. This is in your way. All you're doing is watching everything that's going on around it, right? We know this is where we want to stop. But we know that this probably browns down just a little, which is fine. But we just carry that as far as we can. Then you gotta kind of learn to walk that body line back. Then just kind of watching that body line. Because I can visualize where it needs to be. Some people can't. I figure you can because all the drawing and shit we used to do. You can kind of visualize shit, you know? And we know we must be close because there's our metal. It just completely changes. Because we're that close to metal. Right? So the idea is the least amount of filler you have to have without, like I cheated this down. So that looks like shit, we know that. But I cheated that down. But like basically, this is a little too far, but we're gonna smear that glaze over it and it'll go away. You might find that you like this block better for right here. Like what fits the radius better? See, this is a little big for that radius. So you have to use it. But the odds of that radius having any bent or wave is slim.
Yeah.
So take advantage of, you know that is probably straight, right?
Yeah.
Now on the other side here, we're fucked. Because that was all caved in. See how filler sticks better to the primer than it does to metal? Well, we just keep knocking it down. Right? You go till it's thin everywhere. It's pretty thin everywhere.
Yeah. There ain't a whole lot there. Looks like there is, but there ain't.
No, but your C metal, yeah, we might have to double check. Right in here might need to come down just a little bit. Because then when I go to glaze it, I'll put tape, and then we'll just smear across it and we'll pull that tape.
Yeah.
The vast majority of people would finesse a couple of spots and pound a bunch of primer on that and hope for the best. But I think if we do glaze, then we just know it's that much closer.
Yeah.
Granted, the primer we're going to use would fill all of this,
Yeah.
but it's going to make locking the primer easier. I'm always looking out for
The next step.
the next step, trying to make it easier.